Good evening. It's Friday. It's Sports Bar. It's just coming up to 6 p.m. and I have as an early bird HFC Saturday flyer in the Charlie Hall, the big race of the day at Wetherby. Firstly, big shout out to those Informer members. Big 9-2 winner at Wetherby today, and his other one fell. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So thumbs up if you're involved in that. What to say? I tell you what to say. The HFC club email tomorrow morning will have a big lucky 15 in it. Big lucky 15. I know I've done Sports Bar's lucky 15, but today I'm focusing on the Charlie Hall. Give you a big preview of it. So we're pretty taken care of on here. But if you want that lucky 15 and you haven't joined the HFC club, at the link there, do, and you will be getting it tomorrow morning, and you'll be getting the HFC club email every day. So do get involved. I'm really going to go for it. Biggie, grab a grander, the works. So it'll be a minimum of £1,000 if we cop it tomorrow. So if you're not in, get with the HFC club. We're going to go for it tomorrow with a big club lucky 15 on Saturday. Now, I will be back on here Saturday morning at 9 a.m. sharpish. But a few people join the channel today. You're more than welcome. Plenty of room for more, as you can see. We're not exactly crammed in here tonight. But yeah, get yourselves in. Sign up, and click the notification bell, subscribe. It's all free. Right, the Charlie Hall, one of my favorite races. Now, I'm not going to be able to go tomorrow, which is mucho annoyingo, but I will be watching it on the old Giaconelli like the rest of you. I'm not going to be at Ascot. Family business takes over. I hate to put family and friends before going racing. I feel dirty. I feel awful that I am doing it, but you know, there you go. But I will be watching the old Giaconelli from the main races on ATV and whatever tomorrow, annoying people that I said I would just keep a look at the results, but I will be watching it. So there you go. And I want to be cheering one home. And I tell you what, it ain't the favorite. So let's have a look. This is one of the first big races of the year. It's a grade one. It's over 3 miles. We've often seen some Gold Cup winners return in this. We've seen some great horses win it and some great battles. But I tell you what, in the whole history of the great race, I'm not sure there was a more impressive winner than Sire Name, who won this exactly a year ago, because they hold it on the same day. And Harry Cobden won. The horse, of course, had previously won that great match at Ascot against the Nicky Henderson horse. The two highest rated jumps horses in Europe at the time. Well, that one's retired, of course. I'll let you remember its name. And Sire Name came here after a bad fall last time and absolutely hosed up, beating Vindication. Now, that was great form, but what happened on its next 2 runs last year? Well, I'll tell you what happened. The horse pulled up twice, and it looked a shadow of the horse that won this race. Absolutely shocking performances. Now, what do we do? Do we remember this time last year and the incredible figure it clocked, which was actually one of the top rated figures that was run by a chaser last year? Do we remember that? If we do, 11-8 looks like a penalty kick. Or do we want to be taking 11-8 on a horse whose last 2 runs, not one, you forgive one, was it ill? Was there a problem? Was there an injury? But 2 bad runs, spectacularly bad runs. Do we really want to be on at 11-8 in those circumstances? My answer has to be no. Doesn't mean Sire Name won't win. Might come back to top form. But 11-8, if we want to make money long-term, bigger picture, macro thinking, if we want to think like that and get to the platform, my profit, I put it to you, we ain't going to get there betting horses at 11-8 that have been pulled up on their last 2 starts. So we almost reluctantly pass over Sire Name. And we look at the next horse in the betting, Fusil Raffles. Now, big word for this one, as there often is. But Fusel Raffles is another horse who can throw in some absolute stinkers. Works like a dream, has some great form in the book, but also some terrible, terrible runs, pulled ups. And Fusel Raffles has already run 20 days ago, and he got beat 6 lengths by Brave Man's Game when giving it weight. Now, Brave Man's Game is one of the most talked up young horses in training, so that may in time look like very, very strong form. But I just can't get out of my head these poor runs he throws in. I'm also not sure that Weatherby will suit. So I'm going to, not as reluctantly, but quite happily overlook Fusel Raffles. There's a horse here called Clondor Castle that I highly rate, trained by Tom George. I just wonder if he's good enough at this very, very top level. I think he's a high-class horse, but I just wonder if he's got that touch of real class you need to win a Charlie Hall. Mighty Thunder is a lively outsider. Of course, won the Scottish National last year, but he's stepping up into graded company now, and this is going to be a tough, tough task. I think he'll run a decent race. It's a horse I like a great deal. Kitty's Light, beaten by Chico Vallis at TIPSTER last time. Winners have come out of that race, a very, very hot early season handicap. The horse is only 5 years old, and it's a sign of the esteem Christian Williams holds the horse in that he's put that one in here. Top Veal Ben, course and distance winner, been off a long time, pulled up last time, but before that was a horse going places. But long time off, pulled off last time. Hey, not pulled up, pulled up last time. You're making your own jokes now. Everybody else got a slice of lemon. I have a feeling that this is not the race for this one. It's good to see him back, though, and I hope he does go on to win some more handicaps. But the horse that leaves one, and it's a confident selection from me. I think it's going to take quite a bit of beating tomorrow, and it's number 4, Shan Blue. Only 7 still. Winner of 3 chases already. Good to soft and heavy ground. Won't mind any further cut in the ground. Last time out was 2nd, beaten a long, long way to Chantry House in a Group 1. The Mildmay Novice Chase at Aintree. Before that, he'd won his first 2 races last year, been 2nd, been 5th. He's got a course and distance win. I just think if Sire Name doesn't turn up at the very top of his game, if Fusel Raffles throws in one of his bad runs, I think Shamblou can beat Fusel Raffles. He needs Cyaname to underperform, but if Cyaname does underperform, I believe at 5-1, he is a great bet to win this race. And of course, because we're not taking a shorty, we can back him each way 2 places. And guess what? If Cyaname turns up in the form he was last year and forgets those 2 pulled ups, which we can't forget, then he's likely to win and we get some small place money. But if we beat him, we've got a much bigger price win than the people who are going to play those short odds on Cyaname, a horse that's been pulled up twice on his last 2 runs. I think Skelton will have this one right. I know some of his have needed the run. I don't think this will want to be like that. I think he knows what a big race this is, and I think it'll have done plenty of work. I think each way against the fave, I think he can beat Fusel Raffles, and I think he's got a good chance of beating Cyaname. It's got to be number 4, Shan Blue. Each way, take the 5-1, quarter the odds 2 places. Bet365 Sky Bet William Hill. Now, this is going to be the last Friday sports bar for quite some time. I know, I hear all the crying and the upset, but we're going to replace it with something even more exciting, if that's possible. I'm going to be taking on a top judge. In fact, a man who calls himself the judge in a Friday challenge. I'm going to tell you all about it in the week's build up to it. And there's going to be lots of exciting features all round, but this is going to be a battle royale. So one of the top judges in the country v me. What could possibly go wrong? So it's going to be fantastic, and that will start next Friday, but more details to follow in the week. But it will be unmissable viewing and a way to start your weekend. The sports bar will be back in some guise. I mean, you know, I own it. I could open on a Monday lunchtime if I want. There'd probably be more people in. Now, I'll be back tomorrow morning. Get on Shamblu now. Get in that HFC club for the lucky grabber grander. I have another bet for you in the morning. It's going to be a big, big weekend. So I'll see you bright and early, but we've got a good bet there in the big race tomorrow at the Charlie Hall. The 305 at Weatherby. It's been won by some great horses. Could Shamblu write its name in that book? I think he could.